Already! Welcome to the next game, playing the pink Protoss LsP SooAh, playing the white Zerg AudemarsPiguet. Whom I will still call Psych because it's easier to pronounce. And yeah, if I eat something, then it's easier to say Psych. So, I never commented any games while eating, but well, you have to start it somewhere, so maybe maybe a newer commenting category should be developed, like commenting games while eating, and well, it must be fun, especially if you are able to hear what I want to say. A bit hard. Okay, guys. So let's start this game, anyways. Opening up with the choke, and an extra nexus by SooAh. So yeah, he seems to be focusing on late game. But this Overlord is moving to the right direction, and he'll see that Pink is not really rushing anywhere and also focuses on tech, so he might consider getting Mastlings. This might be an option for him. Unless Pink manages to get his own choke. After that, it's a bit hard or problematic for the Lynx to enter the base, but he can still try that. That drone almost hindered this newer hatch, but he was able to do it. And the same thing happens basically. He's really loose with this choke, so he's not really bothering, and just didn't save a free larva for Lynx, and didn't send existing drones to build the. Well, okay, well, he sent one, okay, but yeah, so he was really confident and comfortable with this, and started this choke. But this Ling arrives now and sees two gates and the cannon. So he didn't really see the extra nexus and the cybernetics core. And I said score again, which I will do. So yeah, I think in the previous games I said that it's almost impossible to pronounce cybernetics core. You can also only do this if you keep a 1 hour break before the core. So anyways. Okay, 1,000 euros. On this building being a Stargate. Okay, you can transfer the money to my bank account, and then anyways, we will see we'll see quick Corsairs in this case, and well, he might try DTs, quick DTs. Or well, go for drops. I'm not sure what he wants to do with this. Or he can just get proxy robos. Okay, 500 euros on this building being a robo. Oh my goodness! But this is robo. I wanted to say this. I was referring to this. So okay, let's agree. Let's agree on getting 500 euros for this Stargate. So I don't need that. So okay, two Lings enter the base of SooAh, and relatively quick hydrogen for Psych, who wants to prepare for drops and of course Corsairs. And these hydras are not coming outside, but the zealots are waiting, and also cannon is available for him. So this Well, this action here was nice, but he couldn't really achieve what he wanted to achieve, I think. So this is looking good for SooAh now. I think he will just push this choke with the reverse, and it's a very nice thing to do as a Protoss, because the player puts too much, or tend to put too much economy in drop defense, and well, they forget about the choke and also forget about adding more hatcheries, which means that if the choke is broken, then the Protoss player has the possibility to well, enter the base with units and finish him. Well, we will see what Psyche is planning to do in this case. Well, fast guardians, or well, Mythalisks are a bit better to snipe the reavers, because they can also be used to kill Corsairs. But yeah, air units is the answer to this quick proxy robo. Hydras do not really do that much against reavers, especially supported by units. But yeah, anyway, SooAh is doing a nice job here with this Corsair, really harassing the overlords and getting Psyche in the belief that he wants to drop and so on. But he won't do that. He will use these reavers to get rid of this choke, and then Zealots will be able to enter the base. Okay, so yeah, Psyche is preparing to go for Guardians. He's adding the Spire here and the Hive as well. And newer line of choke is just started by him. He'll badly need this if he wants to survive this river push. On the other hand, SooAh just has to continue producing more and more goons and Corsairs if he wants to win the game. Okay, newer drones are now sent and starting this choke, broadening it, but the first or initial line of choke is going down, and also newer reavers are added in this attack, so he's slowly but surely getting rid of the choke, but more and more Sunkens are prepared. So Psyche is having a nice job here, or doing a nice job here by adding more and more Sunkens and trying to survive as long as possible. He needs to buy time till Guardians are available. The placement of the Sunkens is also nice. So against reavers, it's a nice thing to have Sunkens on the very side, so on both sides, because it becomes a bit more harder for the reavers to come inside, because if the reavers want to go like directly ahead, then they are attacked from the sides. So they have to get rid of these Sunkens on the side as well, and it just slows them down basically. But these Zealots are now on top of these Sunkens, and oh my god, he dodges them. So he uses the reavers, but he uses the Zealots to go on top. But I'm not sure what he wanted to do with this, to be honest. I'm really not sure. I thought that he would want to go for the main, or maybe he wanted to distract the Mythalisks. Maybe he wanted to drag the Mythos up here. I'm not sure about that. Anyways, yep, he's just gathering up now, getting more and more reavers, and goons, and this is not a problem for him because no Sunkens are now available for Psych, who is just adding some more creeps, trying to get back defense, but well, SooAh is just entering the base of him with goons now this time, and well, they will be able to fight the Mutalisks, and also one Corsair is added now. Okay, these meters are now going down, and Rivers managed to survive, but he's not really focusing on them. He's not really remaking Scarabs. So the Rivers are lost, at least one of them. Yep. Right, so Psych manages to survive this attack, but he's a bit behind as regards hatcheries go and economy goes. And also cannons are started in his base, which is a bit bad for him. His Hydras and Lings won't really be able to help the Guardians. Okay, more and more goons are now coming upwards, attacking this Guardian that goes down, and well, these Rivers now will be able to fight effectively as no Guardians are available for Psych, and also goons are now ready to protect them. Also Corsair is added, the Greater Spire is down. So this proxy robo worked pretty well for him, and as I mentioned, this proxy robo thing is quite dangerous because the Zerg, by the time the Zerg gets a hard counter to this, which is Guardians or Mutas, then Protoss basically has enough units to attack the base. And even though, or even if the Zerg survives this push, they are far behind. They don't have economy, they don't have hatcheries, because they had to focus hard on getting defense and get quick Guardians against the Rivers. So yeah, that's why even if you survive that, you are really behind, and the next wave of attack can win the game like this. That's it, GG.